what are your thoughts on jealousy? Now, jealousy is different from envy in the sense of jealousy is attributed to not losing what is yours, right? Your possession, your property, your man, your woman, whatever. You just don't want to lose what is yours. There's a threat to the concept of losing, the idea of losing that thing. So one of the things I find funny is that men often don't realize that the attention they get is because the women giving them attention are just jealous of their woman or envious of their woman, and they want to one up their woman. So I always find it funny that men become so arrogant and so prideful and not realize that the girls that give you attention, they don't even want you for real. They either want your woman or they're mad about how your woman presents themselves and they want to one up her. And men are often placed in the position where they have to make a decision of whether they choose self-respect or they choose the manipulative games of the women that are showing them attention, right? Oftentimes men cave and they choose the manipulative games that the women are showing them attention for. Why? Because it feeds their need for external validation. And when I talk about jealousy, again, only a few times. There are not many situations or scenarios where I felt jealousy. But in the 2 times I can specifically remember with my 2 exes, I just find it so funny because it's like the women that were paying you attention, they didn't even care much about you like that. They really didn't. They were envious of me. And also thinking about how oftentimes people put themselves in positions again to receive that external validation. And jealousy can also occur when it comes down to friendships and people don't even realize it. I recall one situation in undergrad where my friend's girlfriend was incredibly envious of me. She was jealous of our relationship. She did not like it. And we had many points of contentions because of how it was really affecting her. She used me as a scapegoat for many things. But when I separated myself from my friend because I was just trying to respect their relationship, she was even more mad at me because she saw how much the loss of our relationship affected her boyfriend. And I was just like, I don't even understand it. But because of that situation, I think about my exes, I realize now that men have the power to draw the line. They have the power to not overextend. They have the power to not people please. They have the power to not put themselves in a position where their woman gets jealous or feels the threat of potentially losing them to somebody else or something else. And it comes to me as a shock that people choose to not use that boundary, choose to not use that line. And then I start questioning, well, then why wouldn't you draw the line? Why do you choose to people please? Why do you choose to be laugh and be ha 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 kiki in other people's faces? And it always comes down to their internal frameworks, their internal emotional states, their need for external validation. And I just always find it interesting. So if you're a woman that feels like you get jealous of other women around your men, it's kind of a survival tactic, right? You feel a threat to what is yours or who is yours. But you should also work on your internal insecurities and to become secure within yourself, such that if a person decides to freely leave you, you can allow them that freedom. Because there are many people in this world, right? But you also don't want to be with someone who does not have the self-restraint, who does not have the security within themselves that they don't require external validation. Now, if you're a person or a man who is intentionally putting your girl in positions that she can be jealous, you should question why it is that you choose to do that. Why is it that you desire to be manipulative in that way and to be manipulated in that way? Because regardless, you're not going to get what you want. That's a stupid game and you're going to win some stupid prizes with that. So I was just thinking about jealousy and like my experiences with jealousy and what I've observed in other people's relationships and in other people's interpersonal dynamics as well. So let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on jealousy?